Welcome. Today we're doing a deep dive into, well, the incredible power packed into just a single phrase.
Mm,
We're drawing from this really interesting source called the Guru's Blessing, one word of transcendence. It's a very personal story of transformation.
yeah.
And our goal really is to unpack how just one simple utterance said at the right time can completely shift how someone sees things, dissolve their doubts, bring this real sense of peace.
It's fascinating, isn't it, how seemingly ordinary words, but when they're delivered with real intention and in a specific setting,
Right.
they just take on this extraordinary weight. They can genuinely redefine a person's whole outlook. It's about more than just the syllables.
Absolutely. So let's get into the story itself. The source sets the scene after this intensive spiritual retreat, Sanyam 2 they call it.
Okay.
And the Gurudev, the master, was meeting every single person there. And we're talking over 2,000 people in the darshan line.
Wow, 2,000. That's quite a crowd.
Yeah, a huge queue waiting for, a blessing or just a moment of connection. And the person telling the story, they were right at the very back,
Ah.
waiting for more than an hour and a half. So you can imagine the buildup, the anticipation.
Oh, definitely. Think about that. Waiting that long, the collective energy in that room, all those people with their own hopes focused on this one figure, it really sets the stage for something significant, doesn't it?
It really does. So the moment finally comes, Gurudev gets closer, the narrator stands up, their eyes meet just for a second. Gurudev gives this gentle smile, and then he says it. Just 2 words.
Yeah.
Very good.
Huh. Very good. That's it.
That's it. But apparently those 2 words changed everything for them.
So simple, yet.
Okay.
Clearly the impact was huge in that specific context.
And it wasn't just the words. There was an action, too.
Yeah.
Gurudev had a lotus flower,
Okay.
and he gently tapped the narrator on the head with it. A kind of physical blessing alongside the word.
Right. The touch reinforces it.
Exactly. And that phrase, very good, plus the tap, it hit something really deep inside the narrator, instantly. The source makes it clear this wasn't just praise like good job.
No, it felt like more.
It felt like a blessing, a confirmation, something that spoke directly to their core.
And what happened inside them?
Well, this is where it gets really powerful. The account says, in that moment, all their doubts, all their worries just vanished.
Completely gone.
Completely dissolved, replaced by this just overwhelming feeling of peace and gratitude. It points to a really profound internal shift triggered by that interaction.
That's remarkable, just from very good.
But it didn't stop there. This initial feeling, it sort of cascaded. It opened up this whole new way of seeing their life.
Oh, so.
Suddenly, they knew with total certainty, everything in my life is very good.
Wow.
And it kept expanding. Whatever I'm doing, that's very good. I am a very good person,
Like a validation of everything.
Right. All my decisions, my seva, that selfless service, all of it is very good. Even looking ahead, the uncertainty, the unknown future is very good.
So it rippled outwards from that single point.
Exactly. Until the final thought was just, life is very good. A complete reset.
That's quite a transformation from 2 words and a flower. It really leads us to think about this broader idea, doesn't it? Something called Guru Vani.
Guru Vani. Explain that a bit.
Well, it's the concept that the words of the master, the guru, are never just ordinary. They aren't seen as mere sentences.
Okay, so they carry more weight.
Exactly. They're understood as blessings.
Yeah.
They have the master's intention, their spiritual energy baked into them. So, for example, if Gurudev says, be happy,
Yeah.
it's not just advice like you should try to be happy. It's seen as a kind of active force,
Right.
a blessing intended to actually bring about that happiness.
I see. So the words themselves are generative in a way.
That's the idea. It highlights the immense power that people can find in intentional authoritative words, especially when there's deep belief and, like in this story, intense anticipation.
So reflecting on this, when a single, seemingly simple phrase, given with presence, can hold such immense power, leading to this kind of radical cascading shift in understanding, what does that really tell us?
Well, it brings up a really interesting question, I think, for you listening. How might recognizing the inherent value or maybe the transformative power in simple affirmations, whether they come from outside, like in this story, or perhaps affirmations you cultivate within yourself, how might that help dissolve your own doubts? How might it confirm a deeper sense of well-being in your own life? Something to consider.